Guys, the Go Animate Spartan here. So I do apologize if there was a huge delay on this video. I was on a call with a couple of my friends and such, and I was busy trying to get the next episode of the Spies Detectives out and such, which is supposed to be out this Friday and such. Also, I had to deal with a lot today and yesterday, which I'm not really gonna go into. Anyways, though, as you can tell from the title of this video, I know, as you guys can tell from the title of this video, I do want to address something. So, in a few weeks, this is going to be mentioned in my new Spies Detectives video. There's going to be a new, one of my friends, really good, one of Strawberry's really good friends will be in the Spies of Detectives, but that's not going to be until later on this month. Well, the reason being is because in a few more weeks, the crew are going to be heading out to Singapore to do a mission, and I'm kind of a little skeptical about doing this because one of my friends was called out for like offending Asian people in her Rise of the Singapore movie years ago. And then a lot of people started bringing it up back in December, like from one of her trailers that she deleted. One of my former friends, which I'm no longer friends with anymore, she did which I know all of you are familiar with this user, but I'm not gonna give out her username in this video for reasons and such. So a few years ago, when I was still like 15 or 16, she did premiered a movie called Rise of the Singapore. It's a Go Animate movie. The movie itself was, it was kind of boring. Like, this was actually this movie was uploaded around the time when I had 2G speeds on my phone at the time. And this movie was actually uploaded around the time where I ended up having 2G data, where I had data speeds capped at 2G at the time. So, and this was actually, and she uploaded the movie on February 14th, 2018, which was around the same time where I had where I had cellular data speeds at 2G at the time. So it wasn't really great, which is why I wasn't able to watch the movie because of that. But I already made a full video about those speeds back in December, so I'm not gonna talk about it here. This movie caused a lot of controversy though, because of the way she made the film and the way she portrayed Asians. And this came across her trailer. She said something very controversial in her trailer and in her movie herself. So when I saw the trailer, I was kind of really offended by what she said, because she said no people allowed. Because in her trailer, she said no blank people allowed. It starts no see people allowed. And to be honest though, I did not like, to be honest though, that was really, what she said was very offensive though. I did not really like that she said that about Asian people. That was kind of really offensive. So, and then only one person called her out for it at the time, and then she got away with it for about like 2 years actually after the film was released. But around like Christmas time last year, she got called out by a lot of people for it, which caused her to get hated for. And she was not also called out for her trailer, but she was also called out for her movie itself, because also in the movie herself, she made a lot of her friends, which is some of my friends I know, like beat up the Asian people, like offend them and such, like beat up all the Asian people, like offending them and such. like my friend herself, who made the movie, also offended them when she beat her up. When she beat it, she beat it one, like the person who made the movie, she beat one up, threw a crystal on him, and sent him to the darkness and such. Honestly, I did not really like when she made that. I did not really like that when she made that film, and I'm not surprised why a lot of people called her out for it back in December of last year. But I'm not going to be giving out. And she was called out by at least 100 people in the community because of it. And a lot of people made like nutshell videos out of her and such. But I'm not going to be giving out her username in this video for reasons. So that's something I did want to point out before I move on to what I wanted to say. So, and her movie was called Rise of the Singapore one. However, sometime around like the beginning of this year, she deleted her film, along with her trailer. And I've also gotten word from one of my friends, Lars78, that she deleted all of her Go Animate films from 2014 all the way to last year to avoid criticism and such. And when I went on her channel today, I saw that a lot of her movies from 2014, 15, 16, 17, all the way to last year were all deleted. So there's no proof. So those films are no longer. So those films are no longer can no longer be found. Like cannot watch them anymore. Which it doesn't really matter anyways, though, because I don't support her anyways. And even though it doesn't really matter anyways, though, because I don't support her anyways. Though I do support Lars78 for telling me the truth about her, but that's besides the point. So and she did make another Rise of the Singapore film in 2019, but that still didn't change anything though, because her last Rise of the Singapore film was bad enough. Because in the movie herself, she offended Asian people, like not only in her trailer but in her movie itself. Like her and her friends were like shown beating them up and such, throwing crystals on them. It's terrible. And I'm not going to be doing that for my version. For my version, I will not be doing that. So, in a few weeks, the Spies, the Detectives crew are going to be are actually going to be going to Singapore. Are actually going to be going to Singapore to do a very big mission out there, and and yes, they will be taking down a lot of bad guys in Singapore, but it's not going to be like what it's not going to be like what Taylor did with the Asian people and stuff. No, but it's not. But yes, and in a few weeks, and then as you know, in a few weeks though, I'm going to be releasing the Spies Detectives video where the crew goes to Singapore and such. Or the entire crew, like Strawberry and her crew, goes all the way to Singapore and stuff, but they do have to deal with a strict dress policy once they go there. But you'll see that once the episode comes out. It will be out in a couple of weeks from now. The episode, like my version of the I'm not gonna be calling mine Rise of the Singapore. It's gonna be called something else. However, the way mine is not elite. Well, yes, I will be adding. Yes, I will be adding Asian people, and yes, I will be adding some. Yes, I will be adding some Asian. Just so you know, I will be adding. I will be adding certain. And yes, to be completely honest, though, I will be adding some since the since the Spies Detectives episode is going to be taking place in Singapore, I will be adding some Asian people in that movie, but they're actually going to be heroes. They're not going to be villains because I don't want to. Yeah, I will be adding some Asian people in the series, but they're actually going to be heroes. Actually, I know most of you guys saw my Spies Detectives video back in January, where I added most of them as heroes for the Tokyo mission. As you guys did not see that video, so yes, there is going to be some Asian people in the Singapore episode, but um they're all gonna be heroes. They're all gonna be heroes in my version. They're not gonna be villains like what my friend did with her Rise of the Singapore mess. No. They're all gonna be heroes. Um um and no. I did not like how she did that. I did not like how she did that though, and that's no reason why I don't support her because of that. But yes, I will be adding. Yes, I am going to be adding yes, I will be adding some Asian people. I may add some. I did make some. I did happen to make some Japanese and characters that I have not used yet in my videos, along with along with Asian characters. Um, I made those characters all for this particular video, but they're all going to be heroes, and they're also going to be added as guests as well for when they like one of them will actually show taking one of them will actually be like driving the taxi car in Singapore where like I'm actually gonna be showing I'm actually gonna be showing one of them like in a taxi or a limo while they're picking up while one of them actually gonna be shown in a limo while they're like at the airport picking up Strawberry and her crew and taking them to like a hotel or something like that for the mission. So you will be seeing that. Also, there will also be random appearances of them inside their hotel room. It's kind of gonna be like a twist plot from there. And yes, I will. Yes, I will be adding. Yes, like I said, I will be adding certain Asian people in my Singapore Spies Detectives series, but they're gonna be appearing as guests. They're gonna be appearing as heroes. They're gonna be appearing as for certain purposes. I can't say because it's gonna spoil the episode. And back in January, I did actually make some Japanese characters in Comedy World that will also appear in the actual episode. I was supposed to use it in the Tokyo Spies Detectives, but due to plot issues, I haven't got a chance to use them. But they will be in this particular episode. It's gonna be around like it's gonna be around like 30 to 35 minutes long, but it's gonna be split into parts. It's gonna be split into different parts. So one will be in Spies Detectives, one will be in Bradley. But I don't know. But I don't know if Bradley is actually gonna be going to Singapore with them because Bradley is not allowed to miss. Because in my universe, Bradley is not allowed to miss any school since he got in trouble by his teacher. Last episode for it. Um, there there will be an episode about this coming out like next week, I think. Um, but I'm not gonna explain more about it here because I want to close out this video before it reaches the 16-minute mark. But yeah, so I will be adding some people associated. Yes, I will be. So like I said, I will be adding people. I will be adding some Asian people. I will be adding some Japanese characters. I will be adding some certain songs. We'll be adding certain music for the series. I may add Sparkle Shine Gamer. I may add my friend Sparkle Shine Gamer in this special edition of the Spies and Detectives. I also may add Steven as well, since they're really good friends of mine. So um, I'm 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 planning on making this like in a few weeks from now, and please note I respect every single and please note that I respect every single race, even if it's I respect a lot of people by race, even if it's Asian, Japanese, Hispanic, American. I respect all of those. I respect all of those people with different race. I respect every single people with different races. I respect Asians. I respect everyone. I don't offend them. I'm always respectful to people with different races. I'm not that person who offends anyone. I'm the person who respects them. Um, I do not know why my former friend thought it was a good idea to offend them and her movie, but that's not going to be the case for my channel. No, there's going to be no offensive. So there is one caveat. So that's not with my series. It's not going to be offensive. It's not going to be offensive. It's not like, just so you know, my Singapore Spies and Detectives edition will not. It's not going to be offensive or anything. So I know what you guys are thinking. It's not going to be offensive or anything. No, I do not like how my friend did that though, but it will not be offensive or anything. But and I'm not going to go into full details about it right now, but there will be a Spies of Detectives video coming out this Friday. Actually, where Strawberry actually discusses about it with their team. But that episode is going to be out on Friday. If you guys are planning on seeing that video by chance, so and obviously the episode's around like 5 to 10 minutes long. But and then and there was supposed to be an episode. There was supposed to be an episode where they actually go to Hawaii, but but from what I heard on the news recently, but from what I've heard recently about like tourists not being allowed to fly or leave the country because of the rise in cases of COVID, I actually had to cancel the episode, which that will also be mentioned in the episode. But regardless, though, I know you guys watch the news a lot. I watch the news myself. I know how things are going on. I know how the world is right now with more cases, and it's disappointing. But yeah, but it's all I have to say for now. And it's gonna the episode total number for the episode. How long the episode's going to be? It's going to be a total of 35 minutes long, but it's going to be split into episodes. It's going to start in about a few weeks. I may have my friend MJ help me work on it, help me with the backgrounds and such, but that depends on his schedule because he gets really busy every single day. But I'll let him know to see what he can do. But anyways, though, I think I have everything else to say, so I'll see you guys later and have a good day. And please keep in mind that my Labor Day special is going to be looking a little bit different this year because last year it was a dance video. Last year my Labor Day special did not go out as well though because it showed Bradley and his parents going to the park and then they had like a little dance party and stuff. It was very boring. This year is going to be a little bit different though, so But I'm having my friend work on it right now, so it should be out by Sunday. But besides the point, see you guys later.